That's what they were fearful of, is the drop coverage. Look, bruh. Elite defense, Bridges length. Like, every man can play defense on this team. There's no weakness. There's no one you could just isolate. They didn't call foul. You gotta make that left hand, Crowder. No buckets. And then, you could take Holiday. I'm gonna put you on a Holiday. Bruh. And obviously, they're gonna push in transition Milwaukee. That's their only offense that they have in, you know, or Middleton or Holiday cooking. My goodness. Oh, off his leg. Look at Crowder, bruh. They got to Crowder. Bro, they put a crowd around him. Pun intended. They could dig, slap, reach, active hands. That's what I'm saying, man. Their defense is too elite. Now, look at this action right here. You see? Devin Booker and Bridges. Look at them running in circles, running in circles, running in circles. And then look, now he's going to go and he sees that Holiday's cheating the screen. Crowder's supposed to stay, and he's supposed to stay in that screen, in that gap, and he opened up, and he touched the screen. So Chris Paul read it and, like, no pass. And then now, look, drop coverage. And then, my goodness, bro, that's disgusting. You better trust him. That screen right there, he's supposed to stay, do that Draymond back screen for Clay so he could throw it over the top, you know, when they reject the screen or when he tries to go over the screen. And then, bruh, and then, look at the contact, bruh. Great defense. Bruh. The Suns, great defense. I'm telling you, man. Great defense. If the Nets locked up the Bucks, what do you think the Suns is going to do? That's what I told y'all, man. And then, look at this, another drop right away. See? Boom, boom. Right away. I try to tell y'all, man. You play the drop, they struggle with KD and Trae Young in the drop. What are you gonna, bro? I try to tell you. I'm gonna talk about it after. See right here, look. They switch. When they switch, it's a baby. My goodness, Gerber, you better serve her on a platter. And then right here, see, look. And then they play the drop just like I showed. And then look, see. And then they have to honest. Keep him honest because of the shot. And then what happens? And then another drop. And then split through. I am this dude. I am this road. My goodness. Bruh. And then so they brought Bobby Portis in. Everyone's like, oh my God, take out Lopez, bring Portis in, it's gonna fix it. No, it's not. Switch everything. I'm gonna kill him. It's still an island. I'm gonna fry him. My goodness. And his wrist. That's why he couldn't shoot it. And you can see he banged his wrist on Bobby Portis's hip or something like that. But, you know, obviously they thought it was a shot clock, but it's not. Run it back. Get it back. What are we doing here? See? Switch. Kill him then. Kill him. It's an island. I'm a front. Good pass. See? You got to help, bruh. Boom. Look at this. You see how he drift to the corner? Didn't just stay there. He drift to the corner. IQ, that's what I do. By Chris Paul and Booker. What are we doing here? See, they're trying to push in transition floater. Rebound, you know, these sound. And look, Ayton can even play the drop, but he has better mobility, better verticality, better athleticism. And what are we going to do here? Set the screen every time. Get that switch. Bruh, it's too easy. It don't matter if a primary defender's on me or not. My goodness, bro. Don't reach. If you're reaching, I'ma teach him. My goodness. Bruh. Do you, dog? Chris Paul is saying, you don't want none of this, y'all. My good. What are we doing? Middleton. He's got a little grin. He's ready. He said he's ready. He's the only one. Again, another switch every time, yo. He's on an island. I'ma fry him. My goodness. Boom. Bruh. Chris Paul saying you want none of this, y'all. What are we talking about? It's a CP3? Because that's a CP3? My goodness, dog. He's killing him. Don't reach, boy. Oh my God, blow by. You know what? Don't reach, boy. I'm a teach, boy. Dog, I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. That's an island. I'm gonna fry him. Chris Paul. And they gotta go, bro. They gotta do something to his wrist. I can't even speak, man. I'm just amped because again, he's teaching, man. Just a counter to the counter. Whatever counter you try to do, I'm a counter what you try to do. It's me, mono mono. And look, draw foul. Oh my, this man tackled the man in the air. He said, "This is Sparta." If the right has it, walk over here, and then right in front of him, seal. I'm gonna throw it right to you. Let him know, Buck. Let him know. Obviously, he's talking about if they help on the weak side when I drive, so I can just throw you the alley right there. And then, my goodness, mono. Boom. My goodness, man. Middleton, he has a little grin. I told you with Milwaukee. It's going to always come down to Middleton and Jrue Holiday's shot creating ability. Can you live and die by that? And look, they switched, and they said, can you live and die by that? Oh, great defense. Okay. Great defense. He said, I'm going to get back. Let me walk it out. Just walk it out. Just walk it out. Just walk it. My goodness, good pivot. My goodness, that's D-Buck. He said, watch out, let me cook. What are you talking about, man? That's an island. I'm frying him. You can't just switch. That's not the, bro. Any answer they try to do, they counter to counter. That's how you feel, Middles? My goodness, I'ma shake him up a little before I shoot it, boy. What are we talking about here? And then to start the fourth, like I said, if you want to switch everything, put Giannis at the 5. So they put Giannis at the 5. They got Drew, they got Pat, they got Brian Forbes, and then they got Middleton. So that's their 5 lineup right now. And then what are we doing here? Bruh. And obviously they try to draw a foul, but that's what you want to do to counter. So he's playing a chess match. They're playing a chess match his whole game. Constant. What? Oh my God, Cam. That was painful. What are we doing here? And then see, bruh, because it's transition now, because they're small ball now, the floor is completely spaced. You know what I'm saying? They could be up tempo, they could be fast mobility. Everyone can switch. You have Giannis now on D-Book, and that's what they want. That's the big they want, the switching. And then that's a great look, but great defense as well too. And see, that's the way to adjust. So you counter to counter, and they still have a weakness though on the floor. Who is it? Pat. I'm take him to the mat. My God, campaign. There's still somebody that's gonna be weak on the floor. We'll find another mismatch, and they're gonna attack Pat and blow by. My God, with the hezzy, with the wrong foot, scoop, pick up on the dribble. That's tough, boy. Hey, okay, Cam. I've been eating my green eggs and ham. What are you talking about, boy? Hey, that's a hezzy. And right there, Pat Connaughton is the weak link. So they're going to obviously see they're trying to screen to get him. Chris Paul, you know his IQ's too high. Screen to get him. Oh, you fight over and then kill him then. You see what I mean? Now he draws foul. You see? So the weak link they know is oh my. The weak link is obviously Pat. So you already know. So, okay, what are they? My goodness. And obviously they called a foul. Obviously Drew Holiday attacking now. Now they're attacking. And he, foul on Cam, but, bruh, he's obviously cheesed about it. It's sick. I got to keep my hands stiff. He's throwing me down. I got to keep my hands stiff. So he's complaining to the ref, obviously. Bruh, what are we doing here? Switch. They're trying to get a switch. See right here? They're trying to get a switch. Oh, no. Look at the IQ by both teams here. Cam Johnson has Pat, so he's going to go set the screen. And Pat points to Drew. No, pick him up. Nope. I'm not part of that action. We're going to switch it. Cam realizes it, goes and cuts. Now forces Drew to come. And then now Carter goes to set the screen so they can get Pat. So they just countered each other. Counter. Now we here. And it's an island. My goodness. You see what they missed? But they say, Pat's the weak link. We're going to attack Pat. We're going to kill him. You know what I'm saying? And obviously Crowder's like, bro, that's a clean block. It's not my look. It's a block. It's a block. You see Crowder's like, bro, that's a block, fam. And then see Pat Connaughton. And then they want the mismatch, obviously. Switch. Oh, they want Forbes. Okay, switch. They just running right here. That's just an action. They just blow by. You know why? Everybody's getting blown by. My goodness, Cam is dishing out the pain. My God. That's what you saying? What are we doing? Hey, okay. Spin cycle. Why, Ben Michael? I see you, Drew. My goodness. I see what you drew. That play was disgusting. Oh, bruh. That's how you. My goodness, yo, Cam's killing, yo. I've been eating my green eggs and ham. Bruh, what are we talking about, man? Mans are just going to work high up tempo. That's a baby. Stop flopping. He said I'm going to drop him. My goodness. Oh, my. What are we doing here? Switch, okay. Kill. Who do they want? They want Pat? That's a bad pass, D-Buck. You got to put it higher. You got to put it higher. Turn around. See, transition. That's how they killing. See? My rebound. Oh, good tip. Giannis said we on this and look like that. They're just down by 7. They coming back. See the small ball? They found something good. Even though, they lost game 1, they found something positive to actually look forward to. My goodness, with the half spit. And then look at this. You got to help, bruh. Boom. My goodness. Drew Holiday got killed there. That wasn't even a mismatch. But you see how they started Drew on Booker at first, and then how they had to put Drew on CP3? That's what it looks like, man. Mans are killing every counter. Good tip, Aiden. See, he can play the drop. He has that length. What are we doing? Another one. That's game, bro. D-Buck. That was a great look. Bro, what are we doing? They can switch everything. See, it's not a mismatch over here. They think it is. Give me that cookies, bro. That's Pillsbury. The skills very dope boy. I'm the dope boy. I eat cookies, man. Bruh, CP3, man. That boy, Chris Paul, man. That boy's IQ is too high. What are we doing, Switch? See, they want Pat. I'm going to put him on a mat. That's an island. You better fry him. Kill him. Walk him down. Walk him down. My. I can hit B. I got the mid D. What are we talking about? What are we doing? And they want to miss another one. Crowder. God damn, your bricks are getting louder. Oh my goodness. You got to make one. And then wrong foot. Oh. Or one-legged step back. That's how you feel. A lot of people were mad about that. But I mean, he could hit that. Look at this right here. Now they got it like, no, he's killing. They got to look, trap him, double him at half court. Look, they double him from the valley, and he threw the alley in the gap, and then midi, bruh. Easy. I counter your counter. I counter your counter. You have to have skill to counter to keep countering. And look at this. Don't let analytics fool you. Look at this. KD, Beal, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, the leaders in mid-range points per game in the 2021 playoffs. 10 points per game, basically, by Durant. Your dog is the midi. I can hit B. I got the mid D. All day, every day. Look at this. Lopez in the drop because, again, he was doing the switch, killed. And then look, bruh, easy money. No pun intended. And then Chris Paul, same thing. You want to play the drop? Hit him with the crossover. My God, with the drop, dog. You can't. I told y'all they'll struggle with 2 PNR maestros. Y'all struggle with 1 in KD. The Bucks struggle with 1 in Trae Young. When they had 2 with KD and Kyrie, it was blowout. Now they back to 2 again. Blowout. That's what I'm talking about. I try to warn y'all, man. I'm telling you, they can't guard it. They can't. Look, kill. They want Forbes then. They try to take Pat out. That don't solve your problem. That don't solve your problem. You try to, we got to take Lopez out. That don't solve your problem. You got to take Portis out. That don't solve your problem. We got to take Pat out. That don't solve your problem. There's always a weak link. My goodness. Good move, middle. He came up a little, short boy. And we out. Kill him then. My goodness. Transition. My God. Bruh. CP. That boy's disgusting. Chris Paul, you ain't want none of this, y'all. And that's Game Boy, no Nintendo. Bruh, I know it's only game 1. I know it's only 1 game, obviously. But I told, like, this notion that, oh my God, you put this defender on this guy. And they do. It's the same thing. Oh my God, we put Ben Simmons on Trae Young. Like, dog, in this NBA, there's ways to get you off of me. There's ways. Now, if you can only score if you're off of me, that's where I'm like, I don't like that. But in this finals, in playoff series, they're playing chess matches. There's going to come to a point where they find a way to keep the Drew Holiday on them or whatever. There's going to be some possessions. There's going to be some scenarios. Can you still fry that guy? And that's where I always, when we're talking about the Pascals and all these other guys, that they shy away completely from that primary defender. At all times. Even Steph Curry does it. They shy away from that primary defender where they're not even aggressive anymore. Once that guy's on him, and if they tried to run the screen to switch or whatever and it didn't work, and then, then now they just, I'm going to pass it. And they shy away completely. And then someone else has to do something late in the clock, right? And that's where I'm saying, I know Devin Booker, Chris Paul, KD, Kyrie, they're not like that. Like KD, obviously, he's trying to run the drop, run these actions, maybe get the guy off you for a possession, PJ Tucker, get a baby and Drew, whatever. But at the end of the day, if that guy's guarding you and it didn't work, and I'm gonna still cook him. And these guys have that ability. This game, they're just playing chess with them. They're just killing, like, this literally. That's the one thing in this era that I like. Obviously, back then, it was more so mono, your primary defender, obviously, you take pride in that. Are you stupid? You can't guard me. Don't matter if you're the best defender or not. Don't matter if you're Cephalosha, if you're Tony Allen. I'm going to fry you. I'm going to kill you. It don't matter who you is. Brian Russell, like, your best guy, like, I'm going to kill the screen to switch. Are you dumb? Like, give me to me in the post. Move. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the older era used to run. But the newer era, the reason why, the thing that I like, even though I don't like that pride, not killing your guy, they don't do that anymore. But I do like how it's a chess match type of game. Now it's a more cerebral thinking type of game. Instead of just one-on-one and you cooking whatever, it wasn't as in-depth in terms of the things you could do, right? They weren't pushing the needle. It was just literally mono, your main guy guards you, And once your main guy guards you, if he's getting killed, then it's either you double or you put a next guy on him. But it's still mono. It's not like for thinking and type of moving this guy, moving this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna trap. There's It's not a chess. It is a chess match. It always was, but it's not a in-depth type of chess match that it is now. That's the one thing you like about it. Coaches actually matter way more now. They matter way more now. They always mattered, obviously, but they matter way more now because guys are running PNR. So again, there's other schemes to guard that. You could either, one, trap the pick and roll, right? And then the guy in the corner, everybody rotates off of that, force him to make the skip pass, to make him force them to make the furthest pass to the corner. And by the time they make that pass, everybody rotates, and then you cancel, then you force them to now one-on-one back end of the clock. That's one way. There's another way is you do play the drop, but everyone is shrinking the floor so it looks like a zone. Everyone is shrinking the floor so much, their hands are active, that in that drop, you have to probe. You can't get a look on that pull-up because mans are actually in the gaps OD. That's what the Suns do. They're in the gap because the Suns, they don't switch. They play drop coverage with Ayton, but he has mobility so he can move. But everybody else is length, Bridges length, Crowder, Booker, everyone's in the gap. They shrink the floor so much that now that little space you would have normally to pull up, so a guy's hands is there, a guy's there, so it's not there. So that literally half a second or a second window that you don't shoot, the guy who went over the screen or whatever in the PNR is back now, right? And then now you cancel that whole PNR. And then now mans have to ISO. And that's what you've seen the Suns force the Bucks to do. That's what you've seen. So when you look at it from that perspective, that's another way to guard it, right? Another way to guard it, you can switch everything, right? Or there's other ways to guard it, right? There's multiple ways to guard it. You can go to a zone so that, there's no drop anyways. It looks like there's a drop, but mans are in a zone. So it's like mans are covering areas. It's similar to shrinking the floor, right? But there's multiple ways to guard it. It's just what's your philosophy? What do you do as a defense or as a coach in terms of your personnel? Do we have mobility? Can we rotate properly? Can we, you know what I mean? So that's a way to counter it. But what they countered it was switch everything. A lot of teams do to switch everything. You see it in the finals all the time. You seen it with Golden State, how it works. So you know how Cavs did it to Golden State, switch everything, cancel Curry, cancel Clay, and then now they have to ISO. And that's why they needed KD. Right? You've seen this in the finals. A lot of times they switch everything and just force one-on-one tough buckets. Your percentages are going to be lower. If they have once in a blue moon, they're going to have an outbreak game and killing off the switches. But you're going to be like, you want that one-on-ones, low clock, it slows down the tempo, right? Mans are out of rhythm, the shooters, everything's one-on-one, and all of that type of stuff. It's playing the long game. But you have to have the personnel to switch. And it's funny how people roasted the Nets. People were killing them, that they have no defense, and they had the personnel to switch everything. They had personnel to switch everything, and they were padding band. They were padding teams. They padded the Celtics. Well, obviously it was only Tatum, yes, and they were padding the Bucks, even though they lost the series, but the Bucks did not shoot well at all. You know what I'm saying? And now look, they switched everything, and you've seen what happened. I obviously showed y'all, but again, there's always going to be a weak link. There's always going to be, you can hunt a man out. You just take that guy off the floor. And the reason why they do that is because now you take that shooter out. You're forced to put this guy. You take that shooter out. They're just killing mans. There's so many different counters that they did. They countered everything. They counter. There was like 5 different types of counters, 6, 7 around there, right? As I tried to show and try to highlight. So you can only way for you to counter a counter is if you have skill. That's the underlying, the underlying blueprint. That's literally the lesson in everything. You have to have skill. You have to be a multifaceted player. You have to be able to shoot in the drops. You have to be able to have mid-range ability that is basically a layup. You have to have this type of ability, or else you're not going to be able to counter a counter. If the Giannis is there and they try to switch a guy on him like Ayton or whatever, he can't counter it because he doesn't have other abilities. This is why those type of guys just need elite talent around them, while other guys can just counter. They don't need the supreme elite talent like the Suns. It's not like they have the supreme elite talent. They have 3-and-D guys. They have above average or regular average role players with 2 elite mans, and Ayton obviously is an elite man as well too. And even then, he's even more elite because of the coverage they're playing. It's not like he's just killing on the post. He is here and there, but it's not like that's all he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He's eating off of the chain reaction of Chris Paul and Devin Booker. So when you look at it from that perspective, I mean, all game, like the Bucks, did find something that was better. If they want to switch everything, you can only do it with Giannis at the 5. You can't do it with Bobby Portis. You can't do it with Lopez. You can do it with Giannis at the 5 and live off of that. And maybe, obviously, Pat gets fried on 1-2, whatever. That's their best way of playing to switch everything. There's still weaknesses in it, but it's your best version of switch everything. If you want Lopez in because he brings offense, brings rebounding, and brings shooting, he brings certain great things offensively to the table, same with Portis, then you have to find a way to play the drop coverage and shrink the floor and trap or do other things to cancel, you know what I mean, how they're killing, so you don't have to switch everything. I told y'all beforehand, they don't want to switch everything with Lopez. I was saying it like you shouldn't, but they decide to do it, and look what happened. It was literally, they scored probably 30 points on that guy. It's unfortunate. Not like it's his fault. What can he do? He's trying to play defense like he can't do nothing, man. He's slow. They'll kill him. Like, come on now. This league is too elite now. But at the end of the day, it was a great game. It's only game 1. The Bucks, I never said that it was going to be a sweep or anything like that. The Bucks, in terms of shooting, actually had a great shooting game in terms of their 3-point percentages. 44%, whatever it was. The field goal was 45. Like, they shot pretty good from 3. And normally the Bucks don't shoot that good from 3 because these weren't open shots. These are actually contested. Go look at it. Like, the Suns are actually playing elite defense. And the Suns didn't even play their best. They shot 46 from the field and 32 from 3. And they normally shoot better. So when you look at it from that perspective, man, like, obviously, like, the Suns can even play even better. And the Bucks, normally when they don't play even as this good. They don't score 105 like that all the time, especially on the road. So the fact that they shot this good and still lost in terms of from 3. Now, Middleton was 12 for 26, but he was forced to that. But there's something to be said about this rhythm. You're seeing something. This is why I say situations are everything. You're seeing that the Bucks move on a more fluid machine. Obviously, they're facing the Hawks, but just look at the personnel. Just look at the play style. Jrue Holiday is able to be more of a Jrue Holiday, right? When Giannis is not there, he's actually playing point guard duties. That's why he had 26 or whatever and 11 assists. He's playing point guard duties, running the PNR, P and roll and all that type of stuff with Lopez. Lopez is more in the paint. Lopez eats more, right? You look at it, Middleton now is moving like an actual small forward or wing player, as opposed to they give it to Giannis face up and he isos, and now mans are just spotted up out of rhythm, just standing there watching Giannis ball handle and trying to get to the paint. Like, they literally run a bare isos for him. And that's why I always said it's going to come down to a point where, yes, they might win a 1-2, and they only won, again, honestly, because Katie's foot and because of the injury. If they didn't, they would, and then, they beat Atlanta, but Trae Young got injured, whatever. But the point is, they're always going to come down to this crossroad where it's a play style clash in terms of this Giannis not being at the 5 and running like an advanced version of Rudy Gobert. That's what he should be playing. You see how Ayton's playing? He should be like an advanced version of that. He can still get his 25 and a 12 and whatever he gets through just being the 5, running PNR, setting screens, doing handoffs, and you're the PNR guy, and you just roll every single time, and then you get it off the post, off some of those rolls. They throw it to you, and then now you're a deep catch, and then now you can kill, break up and unders, all that type of stuff. As opposed to running downhill, mans can foul you, they can, sag off you, force you to shoot, and you're just playing like a wing player. Like, that's not it. There's gonna come down to that clash, because now him doing that and him running those sets and running those times during in some possessions where he has to run downhill and he's trying to, one-on-one and all that type of stuff, where you're basically trying to get to the paint where a man's already waiting for you in the paint. That's basically what it is, right? And then now you're having the other wing guys not playing in their play style. They're not playing in their strength. They're just spotting up. When Middleton should literally be running PNR with you, and you be like Ayton, and I'm the Booker or I'm the Chris Paul, and I'm running and I'll play in the drop and run. Like, that's what should be happening. Same with Jrue Holiday. And you've seen them do that more often when Giannis was out. And that's why you've seen more fluidity. You've seen more, more tempo. Middleton's eating. Mans are looking like themselves. They're not playing, there's a play style clash where mans are hindering themselves to enable Giannis. But there's going to be, it always comes down. That's always been the death of them. I've always said they're going to get to a crossroad where you're facing an elite team where you can't have those mishaps. You can't have those droughts that this play style clash gives you. That out of rhythm that Middleton's going to get out of. That out of rhythm that Jrue Holiday is going to get out of. That's why he never looks as elite as he normally is. When Giannis isn't there, you see how elite Jrue Holiday looks. And because he's playing in his strength, he can be himself now. And then look when he's not, when Giannis is there. That's why anytime he gets the rock, when Giannis is there, it's kind of like, I need to score now. I need a big rest. And you just pull a three. He won't even go to the paint and attack in the strength. He's just trying to create in a limited amount of time, fast time. That's why he doesn't shoot great when Giannis is there. And you see that. Only one who normally can do good is Middleton. But even then, he also has stretches where he's not getting the ball properly. And then now all of a sudden, boom, he's getting it when Giannis is out. And then he's killing it. Now he has rhythm. Now they go to him. And he always has to go in his bag when now the lead is basically out of hand. And now it's like, okay, just play up-tempo, helter-skelter. That's what happens now with the Bucks a lot of the time. So, you know what I mean? They need to fix. It's hard to fix that. It's hard to tell a two-time MVP that, yo, we need you to just P&R and just roll. Y'all did. That's why I said they played him wrong. They actually, it's been smoke and mirrors, and they're the reasons. Like you individually, yes, he overachieved, or he's killing and getting those two-time MVPs and all of that type of stuff individually in that play style. But there's a point where when you know you need to win, you have to sacrifice some of your game. If your game isn't, doesn't translate into the playoffs, and his game doesn't. It really doesn't. Even though he's been doing well this postseason, yes, but his game is always going to come to a crossroad. It's always going to come to a crossroad. And that's why I wanted the Nets to put DeAndre Jordan and not get scared of what happened in that series, the end series to end the regular season. To put DeAndre Jordan on him, just like you see Ayton is on him, just like you see Capella was on him. You put the big who has mobility on him and force him to just shoot. He'll get a 1-2, but he's not going to hit those shots he was hitting versus DeAndre Jordan when he was frying him with bare jump shots. He's not going to do that in the postseason. I tried to tell mans, because those open looks aren't just open looks in the postseason. No open look is an open look in the postseason because there's pressure behind it. Every shot is magnified. So there's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? So, like, bro, it is what it is, man. But, like, again, Ayton is guarding you. You're not going to just, like, he can't just be running downhill like this. Like, it's not gonna work, man. Versus an elite defensive team, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Even Crowder, they're getting strips. Like, it's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work. So they need, honestly, maybe now's the time. If they lose this series, they have to now, okay, we got to this far. We need to, like, come on. We need to change something up. Like, just change. I promise you, if he's just running center screening, they'll be a complete different team. They already are, but they'll be even better. But anyways, we'll see how they do in game 2. Like I said, I told y'all I got the Suns in 6. Now, obviously, if it keeps going like this, it may be Suns in 5. But again, like, it's just unfortunate, man. It's just unfortunate that Giannis has played wrong, and I don't know what it's gonna take for them to realize. But it's hard to tell a two-time MVP to go into a different play style. Especially, Giannis is trying to advance and master his craft, which you do rate it individually. But, if you're not able to use it at this moment in the finals, then maybe you scrap it and when you fully polished it, then you run it back. Or with that, it's just, I don't know. I don't know how you want to handle it. That's where, they're probably fighting in the locker room and all that type of stuff. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But they're never out. The Bucks always will fight, and they'll fight to the end. That's why I give them, just off the strength of their mentality and how they play, in terms of just their aggression, and they just don't give up. I give them the benefit of the doubt by giving them 2 games. But you got to change that drop cover, that P&R. They got to figure it out defensively. If not, these guys Devin Booker and Chris Paul will kill you. And they didn't even have their best games. Chris Paul did, but not his best, but he had a great game. But Devin Booker did, and even missed some bunnies that he normally would make. So imagine. And he still had 30, basically. But anyways, you already know it's True Talks. Because True Talks. Share, like, and subscribe. We out here. There's no doubt here. There's no drought here. You feel me? I appreciate y'all. Spread the word, man. Share, like, and subscribe. Click that notification button so you know when I'm here. Because I'm here. You feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. You already know. Again, spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. You feel me? And I'm out, man.